Man who catch fly with chopstick accomplish anything.
You ever catch one?
Not yet.
So when you first create your YouTube channel and you make a couple of videos that you work really hard on and you're really excited about, it can be a little bit frustrating when you post them and they get very few views, less than 10 a lot of times. That is to be expected though, because YouTube doesn't know who you are yet, what your channel's about, and who to show your videos to. Your audience doesn't know you exist yet. So you really have to treat that first 100 videos on your channel, give or take, as kind of like a training ground. This is how you're going to get better at what you do, really define who you are and what it is your content focuses on. You kind of have to expect that you're not going to get many views in the beginning, and that's okay. If you catch on quicker than that, that's fantastic. Doesn't always happen. It can happen. When I turned 40 a couple of years ago, more than a couple of years ago now, I decided that I wanted to create a new video every day for that entire year. And I knew that people who didn't know me probably weren't going to watch this. For the most part, people wouldn't see these videos. So it kind of gave me a little bit of creative freedom to just do whatever I wanted, to experiment and try new things and just enjoy the process of making videos. Looking back at those videos, they weren't very good. For those first 10 to 20 videos I made that year, if for some reason the YouTube algorithm said, hey, we're gonna show these to a lot of people and a lot of people clicked on them, they would have been severely disappointed because I wasn't ready for a lot of views at that time because I was still figuring it out. Any of you who were alive during the 80s know that the greatest teacher of that decade was Mr. Miyagi. And Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, if I have to explain who Mr. Miyagi is, then you should probably not watch this. If you think about Daniel LaRusso, and when he first came to California, he is not ready to fight. He really didn't know what he was doing. Daniel went to the costume party dressed as a shower, and then he, poured water on Johnny, who was minding his business sitting on the can. Debate for another day as to who was in the wrong here. But he started that fight with Johnny and the other Cobra Kai skeleton bros, and they beat the crap out of him. Mr. Miyagi had to come in and save him. But that just shows he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that fight. If he would have joined the All Valley tournament at that time, he wouldn't have made it past the first round. He knew nothing about fighting. It wasn't until Mr. Miyagi took him under his wing and taught him how to fight that he was prepared and ready for that attention, for that tournament. The same things that Mr. Miyagi taught Daniel to prepare him for the tournament are the same things that are going to help you in your content creation journey. And those are patience, discipline, and perseverance. Patience. So Mr. Miyagi takes Daniel out on the rowboat, and Daniel's standing on the edges of the boat, and he's learning his balance, and he's kind of complaining to Mr. Miyagi. He's like, hey, when am I gonna learn how to punch? When am I gonna learn how to, be aggressive and be on the attack? And he's like rocking the boats and saying like, hey, balance. You can't do any of those things until you have balance. So similarly for your YouTube channel, you have to have patience because, people aren't going to watch your videos right away. In most cases, right? They've got to kind of slowly discover it, click on one video, watch it, and be like, oh, I really enjoyed that. I want to watch another one from this person. That's how you build subscribers, slowly over the course of time, especially at the beginning. They're going to come trickling in, and then, at some point, once you're fully defined, they're going to start coming more naturally and consistently. So you have to have patience. It's going to take a while for you to find your footing and for your audience to find you. You can't just condense it to a training montage like in the movies. I wish you could. I've always wanted to be part of a training montage. Maybe someday. Discipline. As Daniel is working on Mr. Miyagi's, questionably large and nice backyard. It was a handyman in the 80s. I don't know how that happened, but he is learning discipline, right? He's sanding the floor. He's painting the fence. He's doing a lot of manual labor. He's putting in the work. And Daniel's son doesn't understand it. He's like, why am I doing all of your labor for you for free? You're taking advantage of me. You're not teaching me karate. And then Mr. Miyagi says, show me side to side. Show me wax on, wax off. Show me paint the fence. And then he's like realizing like, oh, those things that I've been doing over and over again are just kind of embedded in me, you know, subconsciously. Those things that he's been doing over and over again are just ingrained in him. He doesn't even have to think about it. It's just part of him going forward, and now he can learn all the other parts of the fighting, which I don't know that they really showed. It took me hundreds of videos before I figured out what my voice was, what my style is, and you know, that's always kind of changing and evolving. That whole first 6 months of videos that I made were really bad. You can go back and look at them if you want to. I don't suggest it, but you can check them out if you, just to prove a point, in that I made hundreds of videos before I even knew what I was doing. And that's okay. But now, now that I've got a lot more people watching these videos, I feel more prepared for that. I feel more confident in that, oh, I'm putting out something that I'm proud of, and that I hope, will help other people. It's that discipline of doing it over and over again, and really for that project, doing it every day, that made me have to like tweak and make it 1% better each time. And I think, you know, my last video of that year compared to my first video, huge, 1000% difference. So that just goes to show, keep doing the work and you're going to keep improving. And once you've finally figured it out, that's when you're gonna start getting views. Perseverance. Throughout the tournament, Daniel took so much abuse. You know, they were really trying to inflict pain on him. You know, get a point and then do something dirty and get that point taken away so that they could get away with cheap shots and hit him in the groin. Did they hit him in the groin? I think they did. They were really hurting him so that he wouldn't stand a chance in the final round. And then Mr. Miyagi did the, you know, whatever it was, that magically healed a broken femur, maybe. I don't know what's going on. Medically, I'm not a doctor. But he persevered. He had enough energy to crane kick Johnny in the face, win the tournament, win the trophy, and then and feel accomplished, you know, as the All Valley champion. So similar to your YouTube journey, you're going to have to persevere. You're going to work really hard on videos that don't ever get seen sometimes. And you know what, that's okay. You tried and you're gonna learn from it, and you're going to move on and hopefully put that energy into the next one, being that much better. And you know, you just keep going. You're gonna have negative comments. You're going to have maybe times where you question, is this something that I should even be doing because I'm over 40 and I got a family to pay attention to. That is a normal question for people our age to question. Is like, what am I doing here? You know, and you have to get through that and understand, yeah, this is something that I really want to do. I want to keep at it, and so I'm going to keep going and keep making videos. And hopefully you get to a place where you are feeling pretty good about where you are. So just keep doing what you're doing. If you have to take a break every now and then, do it. Do what you need to do, you know. I've taken multiple year breaks, you know, in between times of inspiration. So it's fine. You have to do what you have to do. You're an adult. So going forward, make sure that you keep in mind all of these things that Mr. Miyagi had taught Daniel-san, which is to be patient, to be disciplined, and to persevere, and apply that to your YouTube channel, apply that to your life, because, you know, it goes beyond just content creation. Hey, Mr. Miyagi, I think we did it.
Mr. Miyagi, we did it! We did it, all right! Woo!
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please give it a like, as it really helps me out. And if you like content creation and 80s and 90s movies, consider subscribing. Hope to talk to you soon.